Are we on?
And we're here.
It's kind of like a singer anyway. Are we live? We're live, man. We're live.
Does anybody else want to do the intro this week?
Charles, the game. You know the boys with the highest analysis that the culture needs.
Yeah, you know what?
You messed it up.
Nah, stop it.
You messed it up.
Stop it.
You messed it up already.
The highest analysis.
The highest analysis the culture needs.
The highest analysis that the culture needs.
No, it's the highest level
bro.
of analysis the culture. anyways,
he can never be a main character.
we're here. It's Charges to the Game. You already know. It's the podcast with the highest level of analysis the culture needs. Okay. I'm Uncle Jay, but they can call me Jordan. I'm here with.
You know, it's your girl's favorite voice, Big Ditch nigga with the fucking Midas touch.
Yes,
Get
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
And again.
David Smith, second most light
when you say the Smith, yeah, they know, yeah, this nigga's light skin.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, guys. What does NPC mean? Because I see people. Is it non-playable character?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dave, you're definitely an NPC, bro. What? His name is David. The most ungoogleable name in, like, you know what? Your
my name an NPC.
Bro, your government name, yeah, is what people make as aliases.
No, my government name is like a short story. There's a kid, he had a magical village under his bed. What's his name was?
Smith.
David. Smith. Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're making fake passports, David Smith is
David Smith's the name you go to.
Yeah.
You know, if you see an example on a reading comprehension question,
bro, do you know how many of your like companies have done balance sheets
English
for?
questions.
What, Joe Bloggs and David Smith?
Yeah. We're supposed to have a guest. They're not here yet, so we said when they pull up, we'll introduce them. So we're just seeing the chat.
So me and Jordan were just looking at cheeks before.
This guy, man, I'm a married man.
Listen,
this guy's
Listen,
but
there's a topic to this, oversharing.
Okay.
What's what's the limit you'll put on like oversharing your significant other, or even oversharing yourself, kind of thing?
That's a good thing. That's a good question.
I don't share myself.
No, that's true. You don't share yourself. That's why I was give out to you about this. We need to brand you.
Yeah, please.
We need to get the horse.
Okay, you know, Jordan. I'm actually down. Manage me.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we not branding Deji with all his physical attributes? Yeah. Get the people. You know, there's
brand me, bro.
There's been brand people that have. You have a girl.
Every week he's done 2 weeks in a row.
I can't brand you. I can't brand you. You have a girl.
Brand me
you have
too,
a girl.
man.
It's easier to brand.
Emma will pull up and be like.
There's literally a girl that came to our DMs. We are looking for Digi.
Yeah. That day we were like.
There's literally she's like, who is this one? I was like. We need to. I can't brand you because Emma look at me funny. He's like, why is Jordan always posting you for thirst traps?
Just tell her business.
Tell her like,
it's my man in this bitch. I'm the main character.
Look, what's cool? Just Jordan. Dave. You know what you need to do. Just buy her a bag and she'll be good.
Yeah.
Just drop her bag on her head. She'll stop.
See, the thing is, this isn't monetized, so we can't get away with a lot of shit we could get away with.
If you were paying the bills with this shit, and you just tell, babes, it's content.
Yeah. What? You know what? If she gets pissed off, just send her on a quick spa day and give her a bag at the end. She'll be good.
Yeah.
But see that you say that, but remember Desperate Housewives when Carlos was doing that to Eva Longoria's character.
Yeah,
and after a while it wasn't enough because she wanted attention.
No. But the thing is, I'm not saying that you.
Come on now.
I'm not saying that you ignore her. Like you're just gonna say things that you're just gonna say things on podcast she doesn't like.
Wild boy.
But if you're a wild boy on the podcast, just treat her with a little spa weekend, a little bag.
That's it.
Some Vivian Westwood should be good.
Some of these social media guys, they go on a ledge. Some of them we know. And sometimes I'm a bit like, I won't name names, but they know who they are. They know exactly who they are. A specific one on Twitter sometimes.
They're going on a ledge.
They'll say something risky. I'm like, damn.
Like Booch.
Why are you naming names? Not Booch. Well, Booch. We can say Booch.
He's my guy. He knows he's a wild boy.
Yeah. They go on a
No, there are some people, like, I guess if there's nobody holding you accountable.
Yeah. You say it's entertainment. Like, it's entertainment.
I'm just being...
Babes, it's only a bit of banter.
But we even need to get on the topic. What is, like, the oversharing thing? That is true, because...
Yeah.
Just as an example, my missus was on a girls' trip, and she'd post things in her private story, and then she'd ask me, do I think she's oversharing? I personally think it's calm.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing, like, wild. It's just low-cut tops, and they're online. Like, in your private stories, nothing, no big deal for me. Mm-hmm. But what do you mans make of that? If your girl's maybe wearing more revealing things, oversharing that.
I just mean broadly speaking.
Okay.
What's kind of oversharing, but yeah, like based on what we've seen on.
Yeah. That's what my bride.
Yeah. No, if you're literally showing bare cheeks, no, that draws the line. Why are you showing bare cheeks?
On your full story.
Yeah.
What if she's on? Let's just
set up your OF while we're here. Come on now. Really.
What if she's on? What if she's at like a festival?
Yeah.
In Portugal, wearing a tongue bikini. You can see bare cheeks. You went to Afro Nation. You saw bare cheeks everywhere.
Yeah, run that.
It's not.
Yeah, post that shit.
But no, I get you. Like, I guess it's like what. Like the one you showed was just a guy in bed with a girl, bottoms down, and he says "miss you." Well, you know.
And before I get grabbed for this, it's the last page you'd expect to just have a guy and like his girl just wear her cheeks out. So don't.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could just broadcast my girls.
I don't think I could broadcast myself. Period. Half the time, because I remember like when I lost the weight and stuff like that, and I got bro. It's a formality, yeah. When you lose weight, you got to do the dreaded before and after pic.
Why is that dreaded?
Because
is the after not like look at me?
I didn't like sharing myself like that at the time.
Okay.
Now I can do it, no problem.
But you're not like that anymore. That's the point.
No, I'm not like that anymore. But there's still an element of me like I was putting out gym content during the week. I'm like, am I doing too much putting out gym content? Like you're second guessing yourself. But then there's certain people out there that don't even question if they put out something.
That you'd be surprised. You don't know how people feel about shit like that.
Is it that symptom that we see with like girls when they were big and then they're skinny? They don't believe that they're the skinny girl because they always say the fat girl is still inside somewhere, and so they're still like super like insecure. Did you go through that? I'm honestly asking.
Well, no, that was more of a physical element last year. That was more me being self-conscious. Now I'm trying to be like too kind of cognitive.
Bro, fuck that. If you're in the gym, you're in the gym.
No, but in the moment, like, fuck that. But I might run it back a few times.
No, I get you because that's why I don't post.
Some posts sometimes. Like I post some videos and I've went back, and then I've been like, and I've been seeing TikToks recently where it's like, oh, when you overthink, if you're wearing the same shit, if you're posting, and they just zoom out in the world, you're nothing. You're a speck. Like this is irrelevant what you're thinking, but like you can't help it. Like you're here every day. Like you're constantly thinking.
Someone said it.
You're the main character of your own life.
I was literally about to. I was to say someone said it. Yeah, you are still the main character of your life. So whatever you think you're going through is important to you, even if we are all just a speck in the sand. Like a lot of times we'll scroll through things, you'll be like, "Wow, that's mad." Anyways, but to that person,
it's so easy to say.
Yeah, it's just like kids in school. Because like when you're in school and kids are in school and something happens in school, like that's their whole world. Like if they're getting bullied at school, that's their whole world. But whereas we're like, bro, it's school, man. You leave there after 5 fuck off. Like, but to them it's their world. You get what I'm saying? So for you, it's your world. You get what I mean? Like it just is normal.
Your team would lose on the weekend, and then you don't want to go back to school like when you're younger because you think your whole world is cake. You're like, oh man, they're gonna cook me. Everybody's thinking about me. But and then after you do it, like it's so funny because it's so insignificant. It's a football team. And
but as a child, I couldn't take licks. Like I remember crying during the Champions League final, man. Never forget. My dad made me spaghetti bolognese. I didn't want to eat that shit at all.
He remembers the meal.
Tears on my bolognese, man.
No, but you know what? It's weird because like it is one of those situations where if you're just chilling around doing nothing, you feel calm. You don't feel like anybody's watching. You don't feel like anything's happening. But if you know you're doing something wrong, now all of a sudden everyone's looking at you. All of a sudden everyone is kind of like in your business. But realistically, it's actually just in your head. Nobody knows what's going on unless you tell them what's going on. Like I could be walking down the street with like weed in my pocket or whatever. Nobody knows, but I might feel like sometimes like
is everybody looking at me?
Do you know what I'm saying? Or even like when you do something embarrassing. Like for you, that's an embarrassing moment that you're gonna live for the rest of your life. For me, that's something I forgot 5 minutes after it happened.
Have you ever had those when they replay in your head? Like an embarrassing moment, and then you just start cringing.
My voice cracked one time when I was 12. I still remember that shit.
Do you know what I did at the wedding I was at last week? So I was at this wedding and me and Emma fly out, didn't know anybody at this wedding. And I was telling them this is in relation to the like social battery thing. I was actually just socially rattled this day. Do you ever just walk in a room and you're just socially rattled? You actually don't know what to do with people. You don't know where to say, oh yeah, what's up? Like, bro, I just hugged this girl that I didn't even know.
Yeah, you know
the way you don't know the social cues, like you don't know whether to hug a girl if you don't know her. I just hugged this girl.
You can start that.
What are you saying? And then Emma was beside me. She's like, "Oh, do you know her?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I didn't know her." So it's just like, and I kept running back in my head. I was like, "Oh my god!"
You just cringing.
This girl, I don't know her.
But the thing about that is that for her, it might have just been whatever.
How are you?
Because you can style that off, and like, there's even bare people that are like, "Oh, I'm a hugger. Like I prefer to hug." Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it is really just like that. But you know what though? Yeah. What's called today? Something happens to me today, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Do you might ever get this? Like being paranoid that you forgot to lock the door, even though you kind of know. Like literally, I had driven off already. Yeah, so I was locking the door and I need to throw the key back into the house because it wasn't my key in it. So I locked it. I think I threw the key back into the house, and then I was driving off, and I was like outside the estate, and I was like, "Where's that key? Where's that key? Is it in the house?" I think I didn't. I literally had to stop, spin back, go check if the door was locked, and I do that so often. Like, what? Why does that happen?
I have no idea. It's the worst. Is like when it's like you think you left the iron on. Or a candle on,
bro.
or something dangerous. Oh, I gotta go
and
home.
you see with you, this is the first time you've had your own place. Be prepared for, especially with Simi off this week. Well, she's on holiday this week. I feel like that's gonna happen to me so many times when I have my own place. Like I'll walk out, I'll lock the door, make sure all the cookers turned on, make sure all the electronics are turned off. Bro, I'll walk out. I'll probably drive back around or walk back around 10 minutes later. Like it's just me. I forget shit. Yeah. Like. That's always been me.
I do that all the time. Like I think I forget the hot water. I'll spin back, and you know it always happens when I'm fucking running late.
Yeah,
I think our brain is just like susceptible to like awareness and danger. Even if it's not a dangerous thing, you're just worried. I'm like, did I forget something? Because it's like the best analogy I heard is like this civilization that we've been living in is very new. The fact that when our ancestors used to like fight lions or live in the wilderness with lions, like like they literally like they used to live in the wilderness and there was constant dangers around them. So their brains were always alert. Whereas we live in a way more cushy society, so our brains are finding ways to make us alert. Like, did I forget this? Did I not do this? Did I leave this on? To the dangers, even if it's not like dangerous, but like, did I leave the cooker on? Because you're worried that like. That could lead to something.
Yeah, because my whole house could burn.
If you deep it, like even something like slavery was 120 years ago. That's just like 2 people ago. If you go back, people live to be 100, and you go back another. So this is very new. We're still learning.
Through new problems now.
Yeah,
like these are the new kind of everyday problems.
Exactly.
Which I think about sometimes.
Yeah.
But I just think I don't even think it's a cautious thing when I do it. I think it just be so on brand for me to fucking forget to leave the cooker on. It's just like the way sometimes you just. I don't know. Sometimes I go through days where I actually just view myself as an idiot. It's just I'm more just susceptible to doing idiot things. So I'm literally just sitting there like, did I leave the cooker on? No, I probably didn't. But be so on brand if I did. So then I'm like, I'm overthinking it. Like I said, it's like the emotional bias thing. I just think, nah, I'm such a dumbass. I probably did leave it on. Like I probably did leave the cooker on, and I come around. Oh, I did. I actually was responsible. I didn't turn it on.
For me,
but it's better to have that than to have the. Not that awareness at all, and just walk away for the day.
It's like I'm too aware.
And it was like sometimes maybe you're too aware, but it's better to just be like, I'm off, and then you come back like at the end of the day, it's like fuck, I fucked up.
I think for me, mine is more like I'm on autopilot a lot of the time, so I forget if I did something because I wasn't thinking about doing it consciously. So like even today when I locked the door and threw the key back inside, I know that my body kind of feel like my gut knows that I did it, but there's a part of me that's like, did you do that? Because I don't remember doing it. Or even like sometimes like when I'm driving, I kind of zone out. I've been driving for so long that I zone out. Even hypothetically, if somebody I knew was driving, maybe had been on their phone, and like I know. I don't remember looking at the road, or someone doesn't remember looking at the road, but I know that I did look at the road because instinctively,
someone did.
Yeah, someone instinctively, someone always does this.
You lot are terrorists.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like
I'm the same. Like I was especially when we record the night episode. The minute I drop Dave home, because the roads are so open and so clear, I'm just at home, like just like that. Like I don't know, did I change song? Did I change podcast? Or just before I blink it, I'm at the roundabout. I'm about to get home. It's the same thing. Muscle memory has been like driving for so long that muscle memory builds up. But I'm at the stage in my life where I'm finding my ways to build new muscle memory. Because like your Dave said, now you're living in your own place. So I want to start doing things so much that it just becomes a thing where I'm like, okay, I'm doing it due to muscle memory. You want to check your WhatsApp, yeah?
No, I don't want to check my WhatsApp. Okay. Look, man, if that nigga comes, he comes. If he doesn't come, he doesn't come.
How was your man's weekend, anyways?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. What did I do in the weekend?
It's a banker.
Will we technically charge this to the game that we bottled going to this event?
Thank God we bottled going to the event. There was nobody there.
I mean, fair enough.
We can charge that to the game. Go on, Dave. Go on.
No, but my weekend was good other than that. Yeah, man, I'm really blessed to be honest. Like I went to see my nana.
Okay.
And my nana has like aggressive Alzheimer's now at this stage. So like she's been in the home for a while that we've been in and stuff like that. And I just felt like for a while, like my nana was obsessed with me kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like I was her angel. Like grandson kind of thing like that. So it was hard for me when she wasn't remembering who I was. Like I was showing up to birthdays and stuff like that. My birthday, sorry, I was just showing up to the home on my birthday and she wasn't even knowing who I was, whereas before she'd spoil me. I'd be getting €40 in the card and stuff like that, and then she'd be making me dinner at her place. Like now it's like she doesn't remember who I am kind of thing. And I was upset about it for a while. But I feel like I've just changed perspective now the older I've gotten, because I've lost people sit in between that time. I've noticed a trend where I've nearly lost people in my family close to me, and I haven't gotten a chance to talk to them. It's kind of like, I also have my grandmother and stuff like that. She had cancer, and she passed away from it, and I never really got to talk to her before then. And then my granddad too. He also passed away. I never got to talk to him before then. So my perspective's just switched up, and then I've seen other people lose people. So I'm a bit like, would you rather you see your nana and she doesn't remember you, but you're having a conversation with your nana nonetheless, and you see that she's there, like she's still kind of, there's a part of her that's still kind of coherent, like I can see through her eyes when I'm talking to her that she's there. So it's just nice to do that. It was nice to have that conversation. So like I think between now and since the last time we recorded, I don't really have anything to charge at the game, because I had a nice time. I watched Elvis with Emma, like which I'm going to talk about later on the podcast or at some stage. But yeah, no, just seeing my nana was a big one for me, because I put that off for a long time. Yeah, I just thought now if I didn't go and see her at this stage now, it's just a cop out, because what I put off for so long, when you just have this idea of dread of something and then you do it and you're like, that wasn't bad at all.
Yeah,
like I ripped the bandage
like
off,
most things, it's always dreadful to do it.
Yeah,
and then when you
I was
do
dreading the idea of seeing my nana, and even on the way in I was like, I shouldn't be dreading the idea of seeing my nana. Like, that's my nana, that's my angel, like, that's my
Why gave you the push this time though?
I don't know, because
Yo, go on.
What's up?
What's poppin'?
The guests have pulled up.
What's good,
What's good, bro?
Don't knock the camera, chap.
That's your seat over there. How's it going?
That's your seat.
That's your seat over
Don't
there,
knock the
bro.
camera.
Yeah.
I pulled in today.
Yeah, man.
Today. Let's go, pop people.
What's up, man?
What's good, brother?
What's poppin'?
You sitting there? We can sit there.
Oh, you can sit beside him.
You can sit there, but what's going on?
Yeah, that's your mic. That's your mic. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but yeah, no, are you comfortable? Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, coach, yeah.
What's poppin', people?
We're good, bro. What's good, bro?
This is my first appearance now again.
I know, yeah.
Is it your first?
You know, it's
I
actually.
haven't come on to this one yet,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I haven't come on to this one.
Well,
My debu's still coming. This is my proper debut.
This is a proper debut. It's actually you gave me the advice. Remember, we were asking your house. You were saying, "Oh, you mans are good, but I just don't see you guys anywhere."
Yeah.
That's what pushed me to be like, "All right, we need to be in
Bro,
people's
like, what's
faces
the
every
output
time."
is so important. Like, what's the fuck again? TikTok. I've seen you guys a lot more though now.
Yeah.
We had a lot more
we
now.
outside now. We outside.
We had to do it.
I think that's what we had to hear though.
Yeah.
We weren't being visible.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
I like it because you know what it is. Like, where's the camera? Let me say hello to the camera, guys. They're mid now. Thank you. We're in the studio now.
We've been in the studio.
And
You know what it is? I actually didn't know. Jedi, I didn't know. I didn't know you guys moved to this studio.
Oh,
I was
okay.
still thinking that I was gonna have to go.
This is only like our second week here, though.
Is it?
So yeah, I think like
Okay.
third episode, second week here.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Guest in the building.
Guest in the building.
What's going on?
Introduce yourself.
Yes, sir.
Me?
Oh,
yeah.
who else? What again?
Yeah, it's your boy Andre Fazaz. You already know what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah.
We here. What's up, bro? How's it going? You man, you don't respect time, though. We gotta hold him accountable.
You know what it is, yeah? Just go straight to the artist. Don't come to
You
me.
know what it is, yeah? We got food.
Don't say we.
Wait, so you even stop with
Don't say we. I'm not in this one.
That film must have been slapping.
Bro.
I'm a kebab right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, we got food and it just came. But I got food and it came late, so
That's all right, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Mr. Royal Bike, what are you saying?
fam.
Straight to them. Once again.
Does that know who you are?
Like, bro,
More than raw bite, you know.
I have many names, man. Mr. Road Bike, Big Bugs, Dre Bugs.
Which one's your favorite?
Andre Fazaz.
Has to be Royal Boy. Come on.
Mr. Road Bike, he's I get on a lot. I get on a lot. But
That was a viral moment. That was
That was
I remember Royal Bike being everywhere.
I remember the morning, like when I look at my phone after that meme, bro. I was like, oh, finally my music has blown up. Type shit.
Wait, but you know how does that actually feel? Where you just wake up and you say like, oh shit, my face is everywhere.
Yeah, no.
It was mixed emotions because I was like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah,
Guys?
that
Why
was
was
a
she
meme.
going on?
Yeah.
And then I was like, do you know what it is? Yeah, how am I gonna turn this opportunity? Like, how am I gonna turn this
moment.
moment into opportunity?
Yeah.
And then the whole road back situation came about with the song, and I don't know. I was just in my house. I have like a home, not a home studio, but like a microphone set up, blah blah blah, at home. Yeah, I was like, road back in a space. Yeah, like sounds kind of hard. I recorded it. My boy Wonky, she hopped on it, and then.
I just had no idea you were able to flip that into a song.
Do you know what it is, yeah? And I'll say it, and not because I'm involved in any way, shape, or form. But bro, like, who's that guy? Don't be coming fast. Remember that? What's
why you coming fast?
all these memes ever try to always try to do something like, bro, they
You have
never.
to.
Yeah.
You have to.
To be fair, they always get the bag. They get it back.
Yeah.
Get it back. It's okay.
that one there is techie, yeah.
Okay.
Because like, I can't even speak on that one. It's techie.
It's not looking good, bro.
I can't even speak on that one. But it was one of the ones where like all I can say is offers came, yeah, and let me just say this to artists, yeah, business is business. Throw fresh out the window.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, offers came, and stuff would have gone differently. But at the end of the day, it was just one of them ones where I just went one way instead of going the other way. And then at the end of the day, like I still benefited from it because like people still come to me today and like, oh, Ronn, like you're the guy from Real Back, and even some big names. Like when I meet them at festivals and stuff. Like I remember like I went in Honcho, to open one of my boys for one of his shows. Like we opened it together. I was the MC for him. And one of my Honcho's guy came to me like, oh yeah, your face looks familiar. I'm like, from where, man? He was like, oh, the whiskey things. Like, no. I said, if I put this show on their bike, you go, yeah. So like, at the end of the day, like, fam, it's a nice conversation piece. Like, oh yeah, you're that guy from Real Back. And then,
But do you know what I actually want to ask, guys? Do you think like if you get, let's just say in terms of like a Royal Back where you get a really really big song, I'd hate to actually blow off of one big song because having to really have to carry on after that is insane.
Because I was about to ask, is it annoying to sometimes you feel like that's a moment that people like, sometimes like there's a moment, or as the moment translated into people following the art, or is it just like you're Mr. Royal Bike now in that way?
If I'm being completely honest, like I don't think Royal Back was deep enough compared to like Big Shaq's Mazna Hall. Why you coming fast? My is different to you. Like those are really, really. So for them, man, to like kind of separate the artist from would be crazy. But for me, it wasn't that much of it.
Okay.
And then we have the whole J-Ronic talking about just the fake views. So it kind of like took away from. There's just a lot of controversial stuff that happened around that Royal Back thing that kind of took away from it without me having to even do anything myself. So then, yeah, like people don't really attach it too strongly to my name. Like they might mention it, but then again, I have other songs like previously before that, but it's like songs Evans Jr. Afrobeat songs that they know me before. So it's not a thing where I have to kind of like really, really push away the narrative that I'm not just Royal Bag guy. I do like
okay.
I think it was a big moment, but it wasn't like, you know, some moments you can't
escape it.
I think more importantly though, like what was how did you feel about the reaction here? Because what I noticed with the Royal Boy thing on the day, because I remember the day it popped, I was seeing it kind of go viral on UK Twitter, but I wasn't too sure what the reaction was around here.
But you know what it is? He's gonna hate me for saying this, yeah. But there's still another viral moment that happened after that as well.
Exactly.
Wait, no, we got to talk about this one.
Do you know which one it is?
That one.
You don't know what it is, do you?
What? Don't touch me.
That one was even.
Don't touch me. Sorry, that was the funniest fucking video ever.
You know what I'm trying to say? So like, it's a thing where, like, okay, I put it this way because that's actually a very good question you asked me. Because see, the thing about it here is that it blew up on UK Twitter, so I wasn't really even like on my UK bedroom because I went uni in England for a bit. So all my UK bedrooms was like, yeah, what do you go mad over here, and then in our Cape Island as well, and I think it was like a Saturday. I must have gone to church the next day. And all these like little children are like, Royal Back, snap back. Oh, I'm thinking like, bro, I'm clear now. I'm thinking like, I can't go Tesco's no more. I'm thinking I'm clear now. But then like obviously, like me dealing with it in Ireland wasn't really anything deep, like I said, because it wasn't as crazy like as these other people. But then the money don't push me one. Oh my god.
No, you need to understand that video was hilarious.
Oh my
That video
God.
was, bro. I watched that video so many times because I was
Like,
busting up.
It was like because you know what's mad, yeah? I got them to take it down because it just my mom was pissed because she was just like
Your parents saw these
my mom
videos.
saw
Yeah.
it. What's up?
Because
What's up, aunties were sending in? What's up? my choir leader must have called her like, Gloria. They must have called her like, Gloria, I'm seeing your son on. He's just shouting. I'll be editing his work. She was okay. I was like, what video are you talking about? She now saw the videos. All I'm doing. Wow.
Fam, when is that calling your full name?
She called me like, what's all this? I was like, nah, it was over FIFA. Like, wasn't you know how many miles?
Wait.
I don't think anyone knows the backstory behind that. Because that did not look like FIFA.
How did you go from FIFA to money? Don't touch me. And sorry, no, and you know what? Yeah, you need to find money. So you know why you need to find money because he did this.
You know what it is? Yeah, look, I'm an event promoter. Don't worry, I'll make it happen. Don't worry. YouTube boxing. It's all about.
Yeah, but what's also even crazy about it is that like anybody that knows Manny's character and knows Manny like as a person, yeah, he's just extra. Like he's always been like that. So us that we know him, we know how to tolerate his stuff. But it was just a thing of it was a game of FIFA. Obviously, I whapped it.
Obviously.
Wow. So he was heated, yeah. And obviously, when our brethren's house, that is our home, or just bare man, just shouting, whatever. So we go outside now, and I'm just giving him verbal. I'm like, yo, shit. Like, don't ever play the game again. Never play the game again. He's giving me verbal, and then I'm just like, we're just going back and forth. And he's just bare like, I'm like, okay, man, chill. Like, you're doing the most. It's not my fault you're crap at FIFA. Blah, blah, blah. Just going back and forth. Then he's just getting back close. I'm like, bro, stop touching me. Like, I know his character. Like, he's just going to try and get under my skin.
Yeah.
And then the whole money don't push me. I'm warning you, don't push me. Then he now does this. I'm like, what?
He's the instigator of the group. 100%. 100%.
There's always that one friend that's just fucking
You know
annoying.
he's too good at it.
No, push my buttons was a video. It was that.
Yeah,
I'm telling
bro.
you. But you know what it was, yeah? The video was doing numbers, and then I just had to tell my boys like, yeah, can't like just take because my boy Saf, Yup TV, he does like he had a whole meme page and everything. I think it got taken down actually, but like when he uploaded it, yeah, it was just catching fire. It was like 2.7 million on TikTok, going crazy. And I was like, Am I gonna money? Don't push me.
This guy just sees.
He's ready.
He's like, oh, how do I make this into a song? I hear it.
I'm trying to think, how am I gonna do? And then I just said to myself, Andre, you can't be that guy. You can't be that guy that every minor inconvenience you're gonna make a tune out of it. Like you don't, because for me, yeah, I feel like there's a certain seriousness to my music. Like even though I talk about girls and partying, blah blah blah, I feel like just even for like artistry wise, I've just been very, very like involved in music to a point where I can't be known as that guy that's like, money don't push me, road bike. So I just told them, bro, respectfully, just take it down. Let's just, and then it left internet like 2.7 million.
No,
people uploaded it, but I didn't do as much. I was like,
what's going to do? Speaking about music, obviously, musician and that. Where did Cozy Season come from? Because I remember listening to that tape and I actually thought it was cool. Like, what's Cozy Season?
So Cozy Season, is basically a project that I did in 17, if I'm not mistaken, and at that period of time, this is way before Afrobeat. Like, so I was like really into Chris Brown, like really into Notes, just UK, like it was basically like more R&B, UK rap, Afro swing. Anyways, just like those three genres, I was bouncing between them, and Cozy Season, like if actually, funny enough, the hoodie I'm wearing is Cozy Garçon, my brand. So like, Cozy Season and just cozy has always been like a thing for me. Like I don't know why, but just the type of person I am. Like I'm always comfy. Like I'm always just chilling. You get me? So Cozy Season, I try to bring an element of when you're listening to the project. Like you could be driving in your car at 3 a.m.
Yeah, you wanted that sound.
You get me? That type it's like there's a specific word that you use. Drake has it. I forget what they call it. like 2 a.m. drive music or something. There's a specific,
There's
a name for it, I can't remember, but I was trying to make that type of music anyways. So it was a thing where I was just trying to make music that like you can chill, vibe to. That even with the intro as well, like the first song, Cozy Season, if like the type of vibe it goes, it's not my typical type of sounds. I was just trying to do everything crazy. So, yeah, like Cozy Season was literally just a project where I was just comfortable as my own space, doing what I thought sounded nice, and I put it out and people received it well. So I'm just thankful that a regular guy from Jordan can put on music and people can actually listen to it.
Stop claiming you're not
A92. I've been living there for like 4 months.
You're claim gang.
Because I heard on the way here you played the song that you did with A92, and I also heard Adedeji sent us the 2 new songs. Like on the 2 new songs, what? Because you told us for the Cozy, you were trying to go for like vibe they can drive at 2 a.m. But what in these 2 new songs, Jumpstarter and Shady, what are you trying to recreate there?
Beautiful. Now,
he said beautiful.
Yeah,
I was waiting for this.
Because you know what it is, recently, me and Yusuf obviously just started partnering up. My manager now, so we've been going back and forth on just how to we've just been going back and forth on how to really go to the next level. And one thing I like about him is that he's very serious and organized. And he said to me, and he told me straight up, he's like, bro, I can't lie to you, the way people view an island is just crap. Like, and I don't blame them, because at the end of the day, like 2017, 2018 days, I was just used to complain, bears, like there's no support, And to be honest, at the end of the day, like the scene has been growing.
Do you think it's changed? Not to cut you off, or do you think it's changed?
Yeah, drastically. Like, you know what it was? Yeah, it's not that it was entirely wrong, but my issue, the problem that people had with me was that the scene was early. I didn't give people a chance to actually listen to my music. Secondly, there were people that were listening to my music and I wasn't acknowledging them. So for them, it was kind of like,
yo, what about us?
You get me? We're playing your shit and you're not acknowledging us. So he was just like, oh yeah, bro, like I kind of, like a lot of people view you this way. And it's good to hear that, because you have a manager that can tell you the honest truth. Yeah. That can tell you how people view you. Then you can change. And people can actually start listening to your music for you. Just your music. Rather than, this 100 guy is a waste man. He's always complaining about shit. Yeah. Burn him and his music.
Yeah, because if you're complaining too much, people don't like a moaner.
Exactly.
We're not going to listen.
People need to realize, like, what's it called? Like, where I see it, everyone is their own working brand. Even if you don't have some sort of a platform as a, do you know what I'm saying, as a podcaster or influencer, whatever it is, do you know what I'm saying? Even me, myself, as a just normal person that walking down the street, you have to present yourself a certain type of way. That's your brand. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of the music, you still have to kind of carry yourself a certain type of way.
And also, I do think what's called, when people don't know who you are and like they don't know your music, you almost have to be a likable character for me to click yes, because my Vaseline. No, but you almost have to be a what's called likable character in it. Like, and I feel like it's one of those situations where I'm not gonna lie to you, I prefer Cozy Season Andre to the newer songs.
Really?
Yeah.
As in like the Afrobeat stuff, or like the stuff that
the ones that I listened to just there, I prefer Cozy Season.
Did you listen to what's it called again? The third song.
What, Feeling Good?
No, not Feeling Good.
Wait, there was 3 songs. You said it was 2 songs.
I thought it was 2.
See, don't mind him. I said
I've listened to all of them, and personally, I prefer Cozy Season 100.
Because the ones that I listened to gave me the vibes of like early day Afrobeats. When I started, like I'm not Nigerian, so I grew up. I used to go to like my friends' Nigerian parties, and the ones they would play was the early day. Because obviously the sound has adapted and evolved, and it's way more integrated. There's a lot of focus on the production. But when I put Jumpstart and then Shade on, it kind of took me back to when I used to start listening to Afrobeat at my Nigerian friends' party. So that's why I asked, is that what you were kind of going for, or?
Yeah. So just to round up, because I kind of even deviated, but just to round up, like I was saying, he kind of told me, I have to fix your character, blah 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 blah. Cool. So I said to myself, I need to just go back to the drawing board. Like, what is Andre Fazaz now? From when I started doing music to now, like, what is Andre Fazaz? And I'm doing an EP, a project that's supposed to come out August. By God's grace, it's still gonna come out August. That's a big God's grace, but I'm not gonna do any dates, because like you know how it gets. But so Jumpstart was just kind of like a new leaf. Okay. So the project called Jumpstart. The song Jumpstart is the main title of the main single. So Jumpstart is just kind of like it's me jumpstarting a new chapter. Do you get me? My music career. So just it's just feel good music. You get me? Like, so it's basically kind of me saying no more complaints.
Yeah,
we're just gonna get
it's like
straight.
A cultural reset for you.
Do you get me? So like it's like no more complaints. We're just gonna go straight to the party. We're just gonna have a good time, party. That's it. So the whole vibe for the EP is just party vibes. Literally just party vibes. So Jumpstart is literally just a song about me talking about I want to go to the club, spend some ones.
Question for you though. What like the thing about your new sound is what made you deviate from the original sound they're going for? So I think R&B was working for you. Like when I heard your name about, it was like it was true R&B. Like it was true that.
This guy's gonna kill me.
Let me come into this because first of all, because I've been listening to him for a minute, but even before I became his manager.
That's how I heard of him.
I feel like
That's how I heard of him.
Yeah, that's exactly.
True
so he's gone through 3 different stages. His R&B days, which is what he started off in. Then he went to drill. You guys wouldn't have known the drill sense as well.
I didn't even hear the drill there.
Yeah, he went to drill, went to go because of 892. Then he went to Afrobeat. But the thing is, at the end of the day, most of the people that you hear that you wanted that would, you know what I'm saying, that would think of when you think of Andrew Fazaz, it's always Afrobeat. And also the the R&B. Because you can't ignore the R&B side at all. Yeah. Because Cozy Season was sick. Was 25 Kingsway on that?
Yeah.
25 Kingsway, what's it called again? Like 25 Kingsway. Jumping would have been on that as well.
Yeah,
jumping.
Yeah, like all those different type of songs. So I don't know, like for me, for the kind of vision, what I can see him as is like grand Afrobeats, but at the same time R&B is very, very much still
so
there.
Still gonna keep that element.
Yeah. Because I feel like those are the 2 main bags. Like at the end of the day, do what you're good at.
But what, Andrew, where are you most comfortable though? Like when is it like if you just had to go in, what's your favorite type of music to make?
That's what I'm saying. You know what's just crazy? Is that like for me, it's not just a genre. Like, is this just whatever? I'm like, I could go to the studio, right, and I could make 4 different genres on like no relation, and I'll still like feel no, like I don't have to explain it. Like, there's no specific that I'll go to the studio and Afrobeat is easy for me. Like, my writing process is the same for every single genre. Do you get me? But the thing where I feel like the better way for me to answer it would be, what would be my like favorite? What's easier for me to sing in? Do you get me? And R&B, because of how like the instrumentals are, the samples, just the way R&B is structured, and just the way where I grew up in church. So like the runs and riffs, I can't really do runs and riffs in drill because like Chingman now, like
how's you harmonizing Chingman?
So I can't really do that in drill. Afrobeats you can kind of, but R&B, my vocal range and my vocal ability really gets to come out because I can just go up and down. And like I said, I was heavily into Chris Brown, Usher, Mario or Marion, like Brandy. Like my music goes way. Like I used to listen to powerhouse R&B singers, and I would just copy the runs, the riffs, all that stuff. So when I do R&B, you kind of see like an emulation of all those people that I used to listen to.
Yeah.
But just to go back to even what you said with Jumpstart, that's exactly what I want people to feel like.
Okay.
Because I feel like Afrobeat right now is so saturated with piano. Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, I love South Africans and everything. Shout out to South Africa, but I'm Nigerian. I'm not trying to be every day. Like, it's not.
It's cold though.
It's cold. But like it gets annoying sometimes. Like every day I'm in log drums. Like even that Davido Champion sound. At some point, anytime that song came, I just wanted to bang my head. Like, where's real Afrobeat gone to? Like, I feel like everything is just trend nowadays. One thing becomes a trend, and everybody hops on there, and then it's just saturated. Yeah. So, with Jumpstart, I kind of just wanted to stay like there is piano on it. Don't get me twisted, but I wanted to stay true to like Afrobeat, where we're listening to songs like Jaye Jaye, Don't Dull, what are songs? Don't Go, like Afrobeat back in the day when it comes on in the party.
That's everybody's. That makes so much sense now.
Yeah, that's the feeling I got.
We were talking about it feels like in parts of the songs there's a lot of like viral moments like that are incorporated into the songs, and it's like now that you're saying this, we're going straight to party music. It makes perfect sense. That's the part everyone shouts in the club.
Because what I wanted to ask is, it's like the popular genre now, even you're seeing within the black people popping right now in Ireland, is the kind of the drill sound. Because you're seeing the market is also lends itself to the white people. Let's be real, because they listen to drill now as well. You're gonna try to go into Afrobeat if within this market. Do you not feel like it's a very niche market to go into right now? And it's because it's also so popular right now across the world. So do you know, because you look at Cello and Officer, they're in the market because, let's be real, white people also fuck with drill. Do you know that kind of way? Whereas Afrobeat, they're only learning to fuck with it now, and then you're trying to come up with it. Do you not feel like it's a bit of a constraint on that?
Like, to be very realistic, like, yeah, you're right. Like, that it's something that we do put into consideration. But at the end of the day, yeah, like, I got love for all these men and all these niggas doing drill and da. But, like, I'm coming for everybody's head up. I'm trying to be number one in Ireland. I don't care if you do drill. I don't care if you do country music. I don't even care if you do gospel. I'm coming number one spot. And it's a thing where, at the end of the day, music here is such a beautiful thing, because music doesn't know no language. Music doesn't know no skin color. It doesn't know no race or anything like that. It's just, I feel like if you're just true to the music and you're just making genuinely good music that people can actually relate to. Like, if I'm talking about going to the club and having a good time and having fun with my friends, and because my accent and the way I speak is not necessarily too, like, African, if that makes sense. Like the way, like, even if you listen to the songs, the way I even pronounce words and my pronunciation, like, the white people can still sing it word for word and still understand what they're singing about. Not like, not even Bashman that use Yoruba, but like when Bonapo and them and I talk about Subalalaja, bro. Harry from Longford doesn't know what Sumbalala Jaja means. Like, he doesn't have a clue. But like, when you're saying stuff like, what's my lyric again?
What's my lyric again?
Because there's just so many songs I could even use. But like, Shawty wanna shady with me, freaky tonight. I wanna get freaky tonight. It's Afrobeat, like on a pop. Do you get me?
Okay. So it sounds like pop music. It sounds like,
do you get me?
So Afro pop.
So it's a thing where it's like, what I'm trying to do right now, yeah, with the Afrobeat thing, I'm trying to incorporate my R&B vocals on the Afrobeat instrumental, which is cultural to me because I'm African.
Okay.
And bring the Irish side in terms of my pronunciation, slangs that Irish people will be able to understand, UK people will be able to understand.
You're trying to express you through your music.
I'm literally bringing all elements of my life and all elements of who I am as a human being into the music as one thing. So I wouldn't even necessarily call it Afrobeat. Like, if you call it Andre Fazaz beats, that's even better for everybody, because it's literally just an element of every single piece. So like the Irish side of me, the African side of me, just into one thing. So it's like when you play in a club, the Africans can enjoy this beat, and then the white people are like, this guy, I can understand what he's actually saying. Do you get me? So
let me ask a question. Sorry, like, in terms of, because Ireland is still very, very much developing in a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of like, even in podcasts as well. Like, what's it called? Like, I feel like the Irish, what the Irish podcasters only stand to come. What Talking Bollocks and what's I think there's the other two guys as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a thing. Yeah, like, what's it called? Do you think in terms of like building the, do you get what I'm saying, the wherever you're in,
ecosystem, like
the ecosystem in and around that thing, to say, all right, cool, let's, because you know UK already developed in that kind of sense. You get what I'm saying, in terms of podcasts, and even at that, it's even still very small. So even in regards to this conversation, in terms of like Afrobeat, like, I don't know, do you think that maybe it could get to that level of, you know, UK? It's very hard to say just because of.
Yeah, I think because we're a smaller market,
we
might not. But my personal thing is, we can get it bigger if we build together, because we're already such a minority here, and it's already like shout out Talking Bollocks, so they can sell out Vicar Street because they look like the majority of the population and they sound like the majority of the population, so they can sell out Vicar Street easier. Whereas my thing is like, we can do it, but if we did it together, like if you see another artist coming up and you give them that, I don't know if we'll get that big, but I just think it's like we're already a minority here. Like, I don't know.
I think we just don't have the. There's always one song. There's always that one song, that one person that makes it go and everybody hits. Like, even think about drill, and when Offset and them went to Fumes, and that just went, and now it's kind of like, what's his name? The big guy with the voice.
Debo.
Doesn't he have a song with Lethal Bizzle and Gigs?
Bro,
do you know that is insane.
People
don't realize how crazy that is.
I know what's crazy. Yes, it's even good you mentioned that. Because I spoke to my friend the other day here. Debo has a song with Gigs. If he was from Lewisham, yeah, do you know how crazy people in Lewisham would have gone? But like he did a song with Gigs, yeah, and then people in Ireland were just like, okay.
I was looking at it, and when I saw the little thing, I was like, how is no like talking about this?
Bro, Dublin should have been going.
Is that your initial frustration when you were saying no support?
Yeah.
It's those kind of things.
Dublin should have been bounce bro.
Get back your own
bouncing
kind of
raw. And Irish artists had a song with Gigs and Little Bits. Nobody in the urban scene has ever done. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me, even with the question back with the whole niche thing, I've already clocked it that to blow in Ireland, the way I see it is that we love to do this thing where it's like you see somebody blow outside of Ireland and then we're like, oh, this guy's Irish. But at the end of the day,
claim him dead
but at the end of the day, it's not necessarily a bad thing, and people shouldn't feel a type of way by us saying that because it's just the truth of it. So it's one of them ones like I've just made up my mind already that I know for a fact I need to blow up here and here and here and here, and then when I come back to Ireland, like people are obviously gonna be like, oh, this guy's Irish, he's doing this. I respect it. I'm gonna follow. Do you get me? So I don't really.
Is that the long-term goal then to leave and blow up somewhere and then?
If I could blow up here, I'll be gassed. I'll be gassed. I'll be like, man did that.
It's always better to do it when you do
it. I think you can blow up here, but it's one of those ones you're gonna have to migrate back and forth. Do you get what I mean?
The thing is, it's just. I'm sorry to even just say that. It's just like. That's if England are even willing to accept us.
I think.
Because a lot of artists, like we've heard before from artists, like the one constraint with going to England is you're starting off again.
But I'm not saying go. I'm not even saying go there. I'm saying keep doing your thing over here. And the thing is, right, I genuinely feel like once the music hits a certain level and it's gonna be the music will be good enough, it's gonna hit the right person, and everything is just gonna go like that. Do you get what I mean? It's gonna take that one song.
Mm-hmm. But when I'm saying that, you have to go deeper from this perspective, Now when we say blow up in Ireland, like we don't have platforms that happens. Like when you deep officer, Naruto Julians, like it's even a good thing that he was from Jordan, like he's from Jordan, so I can see it.
Ain't I too?
So it's a good thing that I could even see it firsthand. Like it was a thing where obviously Naruto Julians that blew up on a UK platform. Even Cello's Dublin, I'm not sure. I think that was on a UK platform. JB2's Link Up, Russell, UK platform. So it's always a thing where
we're very much in our infancies even in building those platforms.
You get me?
But
like, ain't I again plugged in?
I do think
Films Engineer UK platform. So
I do think like we don't have the platform to make someone go, but we also just don't have enough people to make anybody go either. What I'm saying is, if you do your thing here, like we talk as if people aren't watching. People are watching. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there are people like what's called Kenny Oster when he was like even he let Officer come on. It was like I've been watching this guy for a while. I feel like there are people watching in certain places. You just got to keep making yourself be seen. Do you get what I mean? And like now we're not in a place where you have you only have to like if you're like Royal Bike, right? If Royal Bike came out now, I think it's a whole completely different situation because of where TikTok is now. Do you get what I mean?
Oh
yeah, 100%.
Royal Bike came out now.
TikTok was only really starting kind of ish then. If Royal Bike came out now it's a whole different situation because that thing goes wild. If Andre grabs that and lets everybody know that that's me, and then he puts out the song as well, I think it goes differently. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think that's just what it is. You can come in,
So differently.
Yo, what's good?
We'll finish it up.
We're gonna wrap this up in a second. But so like I do feel like it is one of those situations where like all you guys need to do is just keep grinding, keep doing your thing, keep getting the numbers up, and like there's not a lot of platforms, but the little platforms we do have. Bro, come on the podcast anytime. Go on this, do that, do the.
And the thing is, not to be scared to reach out because I'm not doing music, but I'm just doing podcasts. Sometimes I want to get a guest on, but I'm like, I don't want to look like a bag, or I don't want to look this way. I don't want to. But sometimes I say that's just my ego talking. I say fuck it, DM them. Once they say no, they say no.
Don't let shame hold you back.
Yeah, they say no.
That's what I'm saying. Like to be honest, I feel like it's kind of the two ways. So we put our stuff on the UK platforms and whatnot, but at the same time, like you can still make your rounds in the Irish scene. So obviously don't. Okay, what I'm trying to say is like, okay, obviously you can blow up in the UK, but don't just completely neglect the Irish scene.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the mistake I made. I was thinking the whole time, I'm gonna go UK and blow up there, and then they would just be showing me. But I was like, nah.
Because how do we build up this?
Do you get me? So it's kind of like you have to kind of put one leg here, one leg here. So like you're doing all your stuff, all your operations in UK, and like because they just have the facilities to help you further it, and then from this standpoint in Ireland, just like get your name out there by coming on these podcasts, Hot Press, we have Nyler, there's so many, you get me, like
Outline Studios,
there's so much stuff here,
even Sly Motive, all of them, like
you get me, that's coming up. So I feel like we just have to do ourselves justice and just bounce between the two, because when you're doing your thing there and you're blown up there and they see you doing these Irish stuff as well, when the next man comes on Slight Motive, because they've seen your video, and let's say like under recommended is like Reggie, and they click the video, they've not learned about a new Irish artist. You get me?
That's what literally you're trying to do with
you have to balance the both. Network. You have to kind of like go there, blow, and then draw them to say this is Ireland. Look
yes.
It's not limited.
When you're given the leg up, you're given the opportunity. You try to bring it further. I'll preach about this all the time as well.
Even with the features and everything, like there have been like you're an Officer's feature.
I heard that one. Cold.
I think it's cold. You know also, I think Officer's just cold. Like he's been cold. But like,
A92 represent. Anyways, I think we have to. You guys, we had another podcast lined up. So we're gonna have to wrap up early. So, songs of the week. Go on, promote yourself. Which song? If someone wants to listen to you and be like, I fuck with that guy, what song are you recommending?
Okay, it's not too new, but a new song, Able Father /22 freestyle on Spotify, 100%. Go check it out. Okay. Go check out Cozy Season. Shout out to Charge It to the Game, man. You lot blessed for having me.
Well, I'll go for Rick Ross, I'm a Boss. I heard that yesterday and I was like, this song is cold, man. This song is cold.
What are you?
What's your song?
I'm lacking the music these days.
This guy, this is coming up every week.
Every week. We do this segment.
Bro, listen to podcasts.
Anyways, what's called? I'll choose Andre Jumping.
Okay.
Fazaz Jumping.
Bro, you can come on anytime. I live in them, so if you need a lift up, we can organize that for you as well. Socials. If follow us on Instagram, it's Charge to the Game Pod, and you can follow us on TikTok. It's Charge to the Game Pod. On Twitter, it's CITTG_podcast. We are here with Andre Fazaz. What's your socials?
Gang, Andre Fazaz on everything, literally.
One word, no underscore?
No underscores. Andre Fazaz everything.
Andre Fazaz.
Trademark. Thank you.
Well, if you made it to the end of the pod and you didn't like anything that Andre said, well, you can charge that to the game. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Gang.
Guys, apologies again.